Yo, what's happening, collective? Yo, guys, today's topic is about self-discovery. Discovering yourself. Who are you, and basically, what are you adding onto the world? You know, what legacy do you want to be remembered for? If you're a parent, what you want your kids to remember you for, the greatest lessons that you yourself can give to your kids that are so valuable that nobody on this earth would actually want to go that far to teaching these lessons to your kids. So, legacy, self discovery, self improvement. These are the topics that I want us today to start entertaining in our own heads. Where is your life going? What do you want to do with your life? What are the things that actually make you happy? You know, how would you better spend the rest of your life? Ultimately, everybody has a D-Day. You're going to get out of this. But this is a perpetual simulation whereby everybody has to grow. Each and every single soul has been sent to this place for growth. You know, some souls are just meant to find out what life is. Some other souls have already figured that out. So they're about to learn how to transition into this other realm of being. Some people are like so high regarding consciousness and how they relate to the world, spirituality and such things. They are I would say like the power they emit can actually add on to the society, can actually add on to the people around them, because people are literally frequency emitters. We emit frequency all the time. We emit these energies, emotions, energy in motion. That's what a human being is. We are more consciousness first before we manifest anything within this realm. So hence, the topic of today is self improvement and self discovery. Learning what your soul basically wants. So if you learn that, that would mean you're going to have a better life, because you start understanding how things work. Like duality, how things are scaled. So these are the things that we as people we need to start looking into and actually start developing them more. I believe, in a sense, that would bring a much more developed society. It will also bring more developed human beings, because you look at the structure of what people are going through today, like the level of education, the level of the information that people actually are exposed to. It's redundant. It's redundant, and we need platforms like this for us to learn, because we need to interact with other human beings, these souls that can teach us, because you yourself, you also are part of the collective, and being part of the collective, your energy is very valuable. So if you decide to learn something on your own, ultimately that's something, it adds on to the actual collective, and it literally adds on the soul connection, the soul consciousness of the society. You know, every single person alive on earth today that is breathing at this very same hour, minute, whatever, you add on to the collective consciousness. Whatever words come out of your mouth, they go into the universe. And what happens? That's manifestation. You know, Nikolai Tesla said it's frequency, magnetism, and then it's electricity. These are the basic fundamentals, the basic functions of how things literally came about. So seeing that we being lied to, nobody wants to tell you the truth. Do more research on your own so that you can have relevant sources. Once you get a hold of these relevant sources and you start tapping into them, then your information, the knowledge that you have, the knowledge that you can give onto the collective, that knowledge, it grows. And when it grows, the collective grows, self-discovery, self-exploration, you know. So that's basically the message of today. Like, discover who you are, discover what you are, discover where you come from, so you can find out where you are and you can determine where you are going. Because each and every single human being has been put on earth for a specific purpose. So right now there's a theory of a simulation that everybody's being led like sheep. And you look at the society, how everything is going, and you find out like, yeah, it's true. We just lambs that are being led to the slaughter. But the soul, the soul of the collective, I love it because it grows and it finds you. Information literally, knowledge literally finds you. If you go seeking for it in your heart, the frequency aligns it to you and it finds you. Because whatever you question, whether internally or externally, it manifests as above, so below. So that's the message of today. Find yourselves, determine who you are before any institutional foundation determines who you are, so that you can know and not just be a cog onto the system, but you can actually recognize the system. You know, peace.